Cosmic Channels, please call 1-833-703-0424. The Cosmic Channels are open.
Yeah, I'm Braden.
I'm Zell.
I'm Dan.
And together we form the Cosmic Channelers.
Cosmic Channelers.
Oh,
Here to
we are
take your call.
We're your conduit to the cosmos.
Here to take
Come
your
on,
call.
Tell us.
Your creepy, true encounters of the paranormal. Aliens, ghosts,
every
cryptids.
week you're going to get a little updated Island Studios. Look at that. I got Ernest and Ernest back there.
Your background's a little blurry. You're too sharp on the foreground. Can't see the back.
Well, that's how it is, man. I'm the moneymaker. The background's just little tasty treats. Yeah.
Oh, it looks good. Nice pinkish hue.
The background?
Yeah. All right.
Well,
Waiting for a call
we
here.
have
I'm double checking the
we have
line.
no caller?
No, I'm calling the line. Make sure it's working. It's working.
That's working. All right. Got no Cosmic Channelers tonight? Come on, people.
That's unusual.
We want to hear
First
your stories.
2023.
Yeah, fuck you. Call us. We've had back wicked episodes of Cosmic Channels. I cannot believe for a second we don't have someone sitting there who doesn't have a story to tell.
We had our extra long Cosmic Channels marathon. Was that the last one?
Yeah, it was 2 hours.
Yeah, we had
Yeah.
2 hours.
2 hours of hard-hitting
calls.
stories.
Yeah.
And
New
tonight
year,
we
new
have
Cosmic
0.
Channels.
Hmm.
Zip out.
Well, hey, we can't make you call.
Can't make you call.
Make you
Everybody's
call.
busy on January.
No one's got anything to do because this is the slowest month for anything, for the bars, for shows, because
Yeah.
it's the middle of winter. You just spent all of your money, more than you had probably.
That's true.
You got nothing to do except sit at home
But
and call Cosmic
you can,
Channels.
and call Cosmic Channels. Calling Cosmic Channels is free.
It is free.
You
Actually,
call us.
we pay for you to call.
We pay so you can call us.
We pay so you don't have to.
Right.
Hmm.
It's free. You can call us about whatever. You don't even need a story. You can call us so you want to talk to us. Do you want to tell Braden how good he looks in HD? He likes that,
Oh, yeah.
I can.
Please.
Dan looks extra stoned tonight in the chat. Dan doesn't
Yeah.
even smoke weed.
You're
so
also
Weird.
looking at Braden in 60 frames per second, which is a
he's very, very excited about the 60 frames. We've
Probably like
heard,
a
we've
stone
heard, we've heard
I
it
always
9
put my
times in
window-
5 minutes.
I always put my window like down low, and it's in the middle of my screen, so I put it back up. And then,
I see your camera
all
looks
right,
a little.
fucking shut her down.
Your camera looks a little laggier than normal.
wrap
Though.
it up.
Mine?
Yeah, that's probably just internet though. But
Is
Oh.
it laggy? I don't know. I couldn't tell you if it is or not, so it's hard. Yeah, I'm thinking.
someone just called. Call back.
Call us back.
Yeah, we
Lines are
can't
still
listen
open.
to your cosmic stories if you're gonna sit there and fucking not call us. So fuck you, call us.
Look, you call us. Interesting.
I wonder why. That's weird. They made posts too.
We made posts. We fucking did it all.
Hmm.
Oh.
Hmm.
Oh.
But we're just gonna sit here silently.
We're gonna say. Wait, I think we got a caller. Hello, Cosmic
Uh-oh.
Channels.
Got one.
Hi, this is Valerie from Michigan.
Oh, from Michigan. First caller of 2023. How does it feel?
It feels great.
Amazing.
Amazing. Yes.
Good.
Thank you for starting off the show. We were getting worried there.
No problem.
All right.
I've been wanting to call in for a while, but it just never works good timing because I'm on Eastern time and you guys are on Pacific.
I'm on Eastern time.
Yeah, Dan stays up
Yeah,
real
what's-
late for this,
There's no excuse.
Yeah, no excuses. Yeah.
but we appreciate it. So what do
But
you
you're
got
here
for us
now.
tonight?
Yeah, that's all that matters.
Okay, well, I wanted to tell you about my UFO experience,
Perfect.
Oh yes.
and
Tell
I have
us.
no explanation for it at all. It was the weirdest thing that ever happened to me. First, it just was like an orange ball, but it wasn't nighttime. And I thought it was a meteor. I thought a meteor was going to hit a local city. It was heading straight for Lake Michigan. And but it kind of stopped and then it floated off, and the ball itself was about Cessna or helicopter size, And it was
Okay.
about like helicopter height. So it wasn't super far away, and I couldn't see any details. And but the thing that was weird about it was very weird. It was I was with this guy that I was really into at the time. This was like back in the early '90s, and I heard myself say and I was horrified by it. They're here for me, and I'm so embarrassed to say that, but that's what happened. And I was like shocked that I said it, and I didn't know what I was talking about. It was like my unconscious mind knew something my conscious mind didn't. And he said, "We're never going to talk about this again." But afterwards, when I brought it up, he didn't even remember it. So it was like this weird moment.
Yeah, that's
And then,
weird.
like for the next 18 months, I would occasionally experience something really weird. Like first of all, this little ball of light kept shining in my bedroom at nighttime, and it gave off this feeling like it was like a puppy. Like it was like, "Oh, I'm here, I'm here." It was so exciting, but it would scare the crap out of me. And it looks like those things you put your hand on. You know what I mean? Those electric balls where it has
Plasma
like
balls, the little plasma
everything
balls.
Yeah,
you're
yeah,
talking
yeah.
about? Yeah.
yeah, so it had those little like things coming off of it. It was just, I was like, why is this happening to me? It's so strange. And then probably the weirdest thing that happened to me was I went up north to a golf course for the weekend with a bunch of friends, and as we pulled up to the place where we were staying, there was this black van on the roadway, parked on the street, and I'm like, something is wrong with that van. And the person who was driving said, "Just focus on where we're going. I don't care about any vans." I'm like, "There's something wrong with it." But I kept looking at it, and it just looked like a black van with tinted windows. So my bedroom faced the street. So as soon as I got up there, I looked out the window at the black van, and all I can say is like it came apart in a flash of white light.
Wow.
It was gone, and I screamed. And thankfully, the people with me thought that I just saw the ghost that was known to be in the house, because I didn't want to say that I saw a car disappear, because that's weird. So it was just weird things like that would happen, and I didn't know why. And lasted for about 18 months, and I finally just said, "Stop. I can't have this weird chaos in my life." And I just closed my mind to it. I didn't want to experience it anymore. Until, I don't know, like maybe 5 years later, I had been listening to Coast, as you do,
Yep.
before
Yeah,
all
oh,
these podcasts came out. And I was thinking about, I was like, I really would like to experience it again. I don't know what that was, if it was like a UFO. I want answers. I just wanted answers. And that night, when I woke up in the morning, I had this memory of standing by my bedroom door by the light switch, and it was like a photograph memory, not a real memory, and it just these little like slimy guys coming in that had like frog like skin into my bedroom, kind of rushing in. You could see they were kind of low, like leaning forward, and I'm like, and I woke up and I thought, man, I gotta stop listening to Coast before I go to bed at night and thinking about wanting to see UFOs. But the thing is my dog wouldn't come out from under the bed. So my dog refused to come out from under the bed, like something had actually happened. And then I was done. I was like, no more. I don't want to see anything unusual again if it's going to scare my dog. So I don't know. That was my UFO sighting. It was weird. I have theories. I don't know if it was like an electromagnetic thing from like ball lightning that made me hallucinate for a while and just put me off kilter. I don't know if it was really something. But if it was real, I don't think it was. I think it's something interdimensional or something like that, and not alien. I
Right.
think that they're so weird that we don't see them for what they are. If that makes sense.
We operate in a very tiny, but we witness a very tiny fraction of like light spectrum, right? Just a tiny little sliver of visible light. So the rest is a mystery. We can.
Yeah, exactly. That's exactly. So like we're not like really seeing them like for what they are, because like you said, you can only see so much.
Yeah. So
Really
maybe it is an entity, or maybe it is something from let's say, different dimension, but all you're seeing is like the visible part of it. You're not seeing like the whole the whole thing because you can't. We're not equipped with the tools.
Yeah, exactly.
That's cool.
Yeah, so like, yeah, I don't know. It was weird. It was weird, and I think that one of the things that when people experience UFO stuff, you know, I wanted Star Trek. I wanted to have a tragedy with Clint Howard. I didn't want this weird stuff, and it was just weird. It was just so weird. It was not enjoyable simply because it was so weird, and we don't have any knowledge that we can say, oh, you experienced that? Oh, yeah, those are those things. They'll come and they'll create chaos in your life for a while. Like, we don't have any support system like that for it to put it into context. So,
Right. Huh. That's a really cool story, though. We appreciate you sharing it.
Yeah, no problem.
Alrighty. Thanks for starting off 2023 on the right foot.
Yeah.
All right.
Anyone else in the Michigan area, you seen stuff like this, let us know. You know where to find us.
Well, there's tons. People see stuff like that here all the time.
Tell your friends to call in if they've seen something as well.
Okay, sounds good.
All right. Have a good night.
All right.
Bye.
Night.
Boom. There we go. See? A little,
There.
co-
It's
It's
little,
worth the wait.
Yeah,
little coaxing.
a little bit. Yeah. Took a little while, but you know, it's all good. As long as they start off with a bang.
Set the bar high.
Ooh,
That
that's
does.
delicious.
All right. Well, now we wait again, I guess.
Yeah.
Wait for our next one.
Wait for the next one.
Next caller. You're on the line. Cosmic Channels.
Well, while we wait, what's left in Island Studios there? You got it. Looks pretty done.
I've got a couple more. I've got that. Remember, someone sent us those first prints of the Apollo mission.
Yeah.
So I've got that to put up. Those two pictures you see behind me here, they're just leaning on the desk. So I want to mount them. I don't know if I'm going to mount them there or move them somewhere else to kind of space it out. I've got Ernest and Ernest up on the wall now. You know, just
Odds and ends.
couple odds and ends.
Alrighty.
This little key light here, I got to mount on the roof. Just little odds. Nothing major. Island Studios is, for all intents and purposes, fully operational.
There you go.
She's
All right.
got heat. She's got power.
Another caller. Hello, Cosmic
Fuck up,
Channels.
we got to call her.
Hello, Cosmic Channels.
Hello.
Welcome to the show. What's your name? Where are you calling from?
Hey, this is Kyle from Cincinnati.
Kyle from Cincinnati.
Carl
on,
from
Kyle?
Cincy.
What do you got for us tonight?
So, this is a quick one. I was at my neighbor's house last night. We were drinking and playing cards, and they have two kids. Their oldest son, about 4 years old, didn't want to go to sleep, but they have baby cams that have like the PTZ pan tilt zoom.
Yep.
So I was sitting by the camera watching it, just kind of like intrigued at what he was doing. He sits down on the ground and starts talking and pointing at the closet. So I actually like caught my interest and I started looking at it. And I zoom over to the closet where he's pointing at, and all of a sudden the clothes started moving. And there's no one else. I mean, the only people in the house is a newborn, him, and then us three that were downstairs drinking. So I kind of watched it, and I made a joke to him, like, why did the clothes just move? And his wife got kind of freaked out. And I'm sitting there watching it, and they kind of moved, and then all of a sudden the lights turn on.
Yeah.
So we're freaking out. I pan back over to where he was sitting, and he's still sitting there talking. And I'm like, yeah, I got to go home. Your house is haunted. She kind of freaks out and makes a joke. And we rewind, and we see that he uses his laundry basket to smack the light switch up. So I'm like, okay, that makes sense. You know, smarter kid than we thought. But as we look at it, there was nothing that would have caused the clothes to move. He sat there. There was no one else there, like I said, and it just started, like, they just started waving. It was kind of creepy. Unfortunately, we were not drunk at the time, but we got there eventually, and they forgot about it, and I asked them about it this morning. And they said that it's actually happened before, and that he does that not like every day or anything like that, but once or twice a month he'll just sit and talk and point out his closet.
And then, do they notice the clothes moves other times, or?
They didn't mention it, but we all saw it.
There's no fan in the room or anything, right? No air circulation or anything going on.
There's a vent, but it's on the other side of the room.
Yeah, and just like a cold air like return doesn't produce a lot of draft.
Yeah, it wouldn't be enough to.
It'd move paper maybe or something, but like actual like item on the ground. But yeah, like maybe
Not-
like a ceiling fan going high speed or stationary fan maybe. But if he doesn't have anything, then yeah, fuck, he's got a poltergeist in there,
Or his kids
No,
got
she-
ESP. I don't know.
or that.
Yeah. The
What'd you
kid's
say,
tapping
ES?
into some powers.
Kids got telekinesis. Got to carry on your hands. Make sure he's not a fire starter.
Hey, if he is, he likes me, so I'm okay with it. I'll be
You're
good.
No, I'd be fine. Just make sure, you know,
For
when he
now.
goes to his first homecoming, they don't dump pig's blood on him. He'd be all right.
Okay, yeah, that's true. No, like I said, it was short and sweet, but
But creepy.
It was something. So
I
I will say, I think the stuff I have read about developmental psychology for kids, I think 4-year-old is when their imagination kicks into overdrive. Like that's when they start developing a sense of like they start kind of they're just on the cusp of being able to discern like reality from imagination things. So that's when things do. So sitting down, having an imaginary friend or a conversation with something that isn't there is usually not out of the unusual for kids, I think, around his age.
Well, what the clothes to move on their own though?
No, I don't know about that. I'm just saying that him talking to things. So it could be, he could be not just an imaginary friend, and that is that's a proxy for his telekinetic powers. I don't know. Yeah, sure.
Well, his mom they're both teachers, but his mom actually works with kids a little bit older than he is, but she deals with kids that have, I don't know how to put it politically correct, but they have like not special education kind of, but they have, you know, certain disabilities.
Developmental
So she
disabilities.
sees that a lot, and she's like, oh no, he's just has a wild imagination. And I said the same thing.
Yeah.
I was like, well, I get that, but why are the clothes moving?
Yeah, that's weird.
Fair question.
Unless there's some kind of weird gust or something, wind. And I would check for air
From where?
circulation
Like,
there.
yeah, but
Yeah,
where?
I would
Well,
do that first.
You know, the amount of, like, honestly, though, the amount of, like, fucking wind to move clothes.
Well, I'd have to be
would
like, I don't
big.
know how vigorously were the clothes moving. Like, did it seem like there was something behind them? Was it like, I don't know how big were the clothes?
What was
Were
that
they
case
children's
file?
clothes?
What was the case file we had with that walking pants? What were
was
those?
the San Francisco
Uh,
Nightcrawler or whatever
yeah.
Nightcrawler?
Fresco.
Fresco.
Fresno,
Fresno.
Fresno,
Fresno.
Nightcrawler. Yeah, Fresno.
Yeah.
San Francisco.
I was gonna say, this isn't trivia. I'm not playing that game.
No, trivia's
No,
only
it-
once here.
I work in construction, and I know where his returns and stuff are, and it's inside of a closet. So the airflow wouldn't have hit where this was. And I know they don't have a ceiling fan in there either.
I think you might have a ghost, especially if you've seen it on the monitor yourself.
Yeah, I mean, this fucking monitors freak me out. I just recently got one. I've been playing around with them. I'm like,
It's the
when
night.
I look at it, I'm like, fuck.
It's the night vision, man.
The night vision?
Yeah.
Yeah, oh my god.
Wild.
Well, if you get a good enough one, you can drink at your neighbor's house across the street with the antenna up and still watch your kids.
Oh, you can get on. You can
that's
get
the-
on your
That's the one I
phone.
got.
You can get on your phone. You could watch
Yeah,
your
I
kid
get
from
the phone
anywhere.
one.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah,
I don't have any kids.
Oh, okay,
No.
yeah. Yeah, you can get the app, and then if you're a really shitty parent, you could go to the bar if you wanted to watch.
What do you mean? You're responsible.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you got the phone. You can see them.
At least you're watching them, I guess.
Yeah.
Better than nothing. All right, man. We're gonna keep the lines rolling, but thanks for calling in. And if it continues
Oh,
to
yeah.
happen, make sure
That's
to
poltergeist.
check back in.
Thank you very much. Have a good night, guys.
You too.
Drink up.
Cheers.
Cheers. Yeah, that just reminded me of the Fresno Nightcrawler. Just the clothes walking.
Walking pants.
The pants are starting to pick up. They're like just starting to pick up the powers to walk. They're just like
Walking
slowly starting to
pants. Spooky pants. Spooky pair of paranormal pants.
Well, I'm stopping the music because there's no call.
That
Nope.
would be. I mean, Zell, have you any, since you've got one of those things, ever see anything where you're like, what the fuck was that?
Yeah, there was a cobweb on it one time,
Oh, really?
and it was like it would flash because if the hall light was on, there's just enough light in the room that it would like catch the cobweb, and it looked
And
like
then the night vision would amplify it.
yeah, and so it looked like there was an orb that was floating around the room.
Well, that's what they get a
You
lot
just
of
hear it,
times.
you're like, they're here. They've
That's
come.
every time.
I was like, this is it. Checked in the morning.
Every
No,
time
it's
with
just a dust
Zach
dust
Baggins,
ball. pretty much.
every dust mote floating across the thing is an energy orb.
They look like it.
Not everyone. Not everyone.
They look like it right away when I seen it. Like, holy shit!
Here, you got energy orbs.
All right, we got a caller. Hello, Cosmic Channels.
Hey, how are you guys doing tonight?
Well, this is a familiar voice we haven't heard from in a while.
Yeah, what's going on, Noah?
Yep.
What's cracking now?
Oh, well, well, not real much, Like, life's life,
Life is life.
I do have an interesting story. They're very quick little stories, but they all are connected, I think, because ever since one event happened, another event's happened, and now every little tiny event's been going on, and I've just been like, well, this will be good enough to tell.
All right, let's
like,
lay on a quick one on us. What happened?
The quickest one would be back in May of last year. I'm just sitting at my computer watching some YouTube for a bit. I look over to my right into the kitchen, and I see this like quick shadow that's like 10 feet tall, just walking right past, right to the kitchen, and then just hits the wall and disappears.
When it hit the wall, did it make a sound?
No, it just evaporates right in there. And I'm just thinking, okay, well, I'm done for tonight. I ran to my room and locked the door.
It's fair.
Yeah.
And then the next one in October. This was a quick one too. October was even crazier because I'm waking up to go to the bathroom. I wipe my eyes up and everything. I make sure I can see and all that. I put my glasses on. I'm walking over to my door towards the bathroom, and I see what I think is my dog lying on the floor there. And so I'm kind of looking at her and looking at him and saying, okay, please get up and move so I can come through. And then it starts moving a little bit, and then that's when I saw the tail, and I said to myself, oh shit, the devil is in my house.
Because the tail have like a little
forked
tail.
Yeah, because it was like a. From what I remember in media and whatnot, it had like it had a triangle shaped tail. Like the end of it was had a very triangle shape.
Like a spear tip.
Huh?
Got a little
Yes.
tip?
It was a little bit bigger, but yes. And then no quicker with a snap of a finger, it was gone. And I'm just standing there frozen, and I look down the hall, and I see just right on my right, just outside my door, is where my dog's laying. And I just went, turned right back around, turn on the lamp, and just left it on for like in 1 hour, and just sat there like, nope. I'm keeping the lights on for a while because that didn't. I had to keep telling myself that did not happen. This could not have happened. And ever since that moment, I've had little moments of just seeing things just at the corner of my eye, here and there, everywhere around my house.
Mm-hmm.
Like I keep seeing, no, what?
What, you see another one right now?
No. Oh no. I heard you talking. I was gonna pause to talk.
Oh, I thought you were a goner.
Oh, yeah.
Oh no.
We can't have anyone get murdered on the air. We're maybe partially liable.
Oh, I hope. Oh no, that won't happen.
Okay.
No. But yeah, all I keep seeing is just like weird like shapes, like I keep seeing like these like white, either like little tiny white figures or mists that come by, and then I look and then they're gone. And then maybe like I hear things here and there, but they're like muffled and I can't really comprehend what they're saying. But it's just, and it only happens like twice a week, really, like very rarely. So, but it's been going on. It's a little weird, but
That's
it's
a little
nothing
weird.
that I find threatening yet. But the fact that I had what I think is the devil in my house that night, I said nope. Yeah, that just freaked me out. So, thought to share that with you.
Fuck. Well, if the devil is in your house, I mean, you're screwed. So
Yeah, I would definitely be looking for a new house.
burn it.
Yeah, I'm definitely, yeah.
Burn it and then douse the whole house in holy water after, just in case.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't want anyone to get like shit stormed over there. So
No one wants getting shit storms. Never.
Yeah, I think you
never an option.
have to publicly disclose that on the realtor is obligated
The
to.
devil
disclose
has
that it
been
is the
in my
if it
house.
is possessed or haunted.
right.
I think the regulations vary state by state, but I think they are in some states they are legally obligated to.
This house may be haunted.
This house might be haunted. Yeah, I forget what state it is, but there's a couple states where it's like they have to.
I've heard
just like
that,
you have to
yeah.
legally disclose that there was a murder here or there was a crime committed here. You have to disclose that if it was supposedly haunted.
The devil may have been in my house, just so you know.
Yep.
All right. Thanks, Noah. We're going to keep the lines rolling, but good to hear your voice again.
all
buddy.
right, thank you very much. You have a wonderful
Hey,
night,
brother.
fellas.
You too. Bye.
Yeah.
Take care.
Welcome to 2023.
Take care.
Devil's in his house. He's screwed.
Boom.
He's dead. He's got to move. What are you doing?
You did.
See, once the lines get going, then it's fine. Here we go. Hello, Cosmic Channels.
Hey, what's going on, boys?
What's cracking? What's your name? Where are you calling from?
It's your boy Cody.
What's going on?
Cody. It's cracking.
Not much. I was just listening, and that guy that you had on there before talking about the devil in his house. It reminded me of a dream I had the other day, actually. So, it's essentially in.
Nope. Sorry, Cody.
That's funny.
Sorry,
Hey,
Cody.
You walked right into that one.
You,
walked right into that
you
one.
teed yourself up, baby.
Yeah.
Had to do it.
Yeah.
All right, next
This
caller.
Is
Hello,
a good place to show your
Hello,
dreams.
Cosmic Channels.
Hello,
Hello, welcome to the show. What's your name? Where are you calling from?
Jeremiah from Indiana.
Jeremiah from Indiana. Right on, man. What do you got for us tonight?
Well, I got a couple of different ghost stories if you'd be interested in those.
We're always interested. Tell
All
us,
right,
tell
I
us the
used to work
scariest one
security.
first.
Oh, man. I'm not sure which one's scarier, so we'll just go with this security one.
Sounds good.
Works in the building there, and most of it was unused as warehouse things, and there's different apparitions around there that would always do stuff. I'd sit in the office, and there's like a cork board up back behind the desk, and one time everything just, all the papers on it just came off all at once, right through the tacks.
Like ripped right off the
And
board.
Yeah, they all simultaneously just dropped to the ground. And I had a guy quit one time, go on a patrol.
Wait, go back to the
Came
papers.
back.
Go back to the papers before the other guy. They just
Right.
they just fell off? Like the did the tacks fall with it, or did they get ripped through the tacks?
No, it ripped right through the paper, like every single one of them straight down at the same time, like something was holding them on there, every single one of them at the same time and just yanking them straight down.
What were on those papers? Was it like, I'm picturing like a conspiracy board, with like fucking like rope and shit connecting dots. Was it anything like that?
Oh, no, this is the security office, like the schedule and different phone numbers and
Nothing too
whatnot.
important.
No, well, kind of, but no, nothing significant.
What can I ask? What kind of like your security office? What kind of building is it? Is it like for a specific company or?
It was an old factory. It was for a trucking company warehouse.
Trucking company. Were
So
they
these
up to
guys
any,
just
were they
stored
up to
stuff.
anything no good? Anything shady?
Hmm?
Anything
No,
that would
not that I
have
knew
brought
of.
the spirits upon them?
No, nothing I know of, other than people had died there previously.
That would probably do it.
Yeah, that's the next one.
All right, let's go to that one.
The guy ended up quitting going on patrol because he seen a lady in an area nobody was supposed to be in. He was trying to talk to her, and she kept ignoring him, and then he seen her walk through a wall. And that's when he came back and left.
Seen her walk, just disappear through the wall. He's like, nope,
And
Not
he's just
enough
like,
for me.
This job's not for me.
that's enough.
Yep. Yep. He's like, I'm out of here. I'm like, you only got 2 hours left. You don't have to go back out. He's like, nope.
It's pretty wild.
Yep. Then there's
I mean, just to quit,
the
like, you're
bathroom
like,
nobody
I fucking
used.
not-
Sorry.
I'd use it.
Haunted bathroom.
Yeah.
No one else is using it. I'm using
Executive bathroom.
Yeah.
it. Yeah.
It's one of there's like 6 buildings there, and only 2 of them are used. And this particular one was in one of the buildings that was used, and nobody would go in it. 'Cause you go in there and the lights would go out, or you hear like a little girl singing, or this. That's the stories. But
Just that, and that's why no one would go in because it was haunted. It felt haunted.
yeah, nobody would go into the bathroom over there.
Hmm.
And
I'd try a couple dumps in there just to see.
Yeah. With a couple. I mean.
yeah,
You should go play Bloody Mary in there. You know that game?
yeah, I
who
have
doesn't?
never done that,
Should try.
and I'm not there anymore. So.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, no, I quit when rocks started flying at my head on a regular basis.
Rocks?
Yeah,
Like throwing
yeah, the
rocks?
building's not in.
Hello?
That was weird.
There's a beep and then it was gone.
What the hell? That was
Got
weird.
hit by a rock.
Got hit with a rock right then.
Yeah.
Threw it at his phone. Blew up the phone. Huh. Haunted building. Perhaps.
Interesting.
I mean, it's,
Haunted world.
anytime people die in the building, man, that just the thought of someone died on the like, factory floor, just every day you'd be like, ugh.
Yeah,
Like,
it died
like
right
I got
here.
shredded in that machine right here.
I'd be if that were a case, like half of Virginia, all of Virginia would be haunted. It's every
That's-
like you literally cannot throw a rock at somebody's head.
Isn't half of Virginia
let's
already
go.
haunted from like the Civil
Yeah.
War stuff?
It would be.
Yeah,
It is.
It
is.
should be.
it is.
I've got like 2 or 3 battlefields, like probably like within like spitting distance of my house.
It's wild. All right,
It's probably all suburbs now.
another caller. Hello, Cosmic Channels.
Yeah, it's me again. All of a sudden, it just told me to leave a message.
Yeah, it was
Oh,
weird.
weird.
There was a beep and then you were gone. Thought maybe.
Yeah, it
Thought
beeped
maybe you
and
got
it said,
smoked with a
leave a
rock.
message. So
Ghost rock.
yeah, that was it for me. Like hitting the back of the head with a rock when I was walking.
Was it because the building was crumbling because it was so old, or was like something chucking rocks?
No, this came horizontally, not vertically.
Someone's telling you.
Like on a regular basis, you say like, so what, like every night?
Once a day.
For-
Yeah,
Once a day?
yeah.
For how many days? Like it's like a week?
It was about a week, and I decided I had enough of it. Like I only make $8 an hour. I don't need
It's
Sure.
not worth getting hit in the head.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
for
yeah,
that, no.
Yeah, of course. Yeah. You're like, I can do other stuff for
or the
the
loud
exact same amount of
or
money.
the loud smack behind me, just like nobody else around, so I know that something else is going on.
That would be a creepy job, being like a security guard alone in like a big empty building, just walking the halls, doing the checks. You hear like those knocks.
Yep.
It'd be
See
terrible.
people walk through walls.
I, know,
and-
I used to do that on a 40-year-old ship. Like that was my job. Just walk around.
Yeah, but there's people on the ship. though.
Oh,
The ship's been around since Vietnam. Like it's like walking around. I think I had one dude. One dude refused to do something. Like we had to paint something, and it was like it needed to get done by the next day, and he didn't want to paint it because it was like 3 a.m. or something. We hadn't got it done. He's like, "This is the witching hour." I'm like, "Dude, it's a boat." It's like, go down there and paint it. Take you 10 minutes. Fucking no ghosts are gonna get you. I can see you on the camera. I could watch him on the camera. Like, anyways,
yeah. No,
Um,
you know what though? That was like, he had the right idea. Like, no, like, absolutely not. Why even put yourself? Why even risk it? When
he
you
did a
just wait-
shitty job
Yeah.
too because we fuck it. Well, he eventually did it. He did a shitty job because he painted over all of the, like we used the fucking needle gun to get up all the old paint, like peel off all the old paint, put new paint on, and he just painted over the chips that were there.
Yeah,
like,
that's
it
what I
didn't
would've
even-
done too. Especially if you were making me do it during the witching hour. 100%.
Knew
Fuck
it.
yeah.
Piece of
I'm
shit.
getting it done.
Alrighty, man. Hey, thanks for calling in, telling those stories. Appreciate it.
Yeah. Well, I'll call again sometime.
All right, man.
All right.
Got
Cheers.
more.
Take care. Bye.
You too.
Yeah, night security guard. I know you're gonna see some crazy stuff.
Just like just walking down the halls, like you just hear like I don't know the furnace kick on in a big building like that, or the boiler or something. The pipes
Yeah,
be
you're like,
knocking,
"Nope,
the
I'm
walls are
running out."
Anything
creaking,
walking around like it just gets cold, like a sudden change in temperature could just like make the something
creak,
like,
or
you know,
yeah.
make some weird noise, like you know, a piece of paneling contracts or expands and just like makes a weird noise.
No,
A
that would
raccoon or some bullshit just decides then to do something. You're like, okay.
yeah, that'd be a weird job. So, just guard by yourself. Do security guards get a gun? Probably in the States you
Maybe-
do, right?
No,
Probably in the States. Not
No.
really, not in the States.
no, it's a huge liability. Like, why you give a security guard a gun, like, and then have to shoot somebody and then potentially have a lawsuit against you
What
because
if you
your
give
security guard
give
shot
him
somebody?
less lethal ammunition or something?
Maybe no, not even no, because he shoots somebody in the eye by accident. or
Well, then they lose an eye. Big deal. They're still alive.
lawsuit. No, I mean they probably give if you're lucky, they might give you a taser. Or not even that. They'd probably give you
Give you a
Ma-
roll of
like pepper
quarters to
spray.
call the cops.
they give you pepper spray is probably like the most. It's probably the heaviest deterrent that you'd be able to carry as a security guard. You might get some pepper spray. Even then, that's a. I don't think so. You're
Good luck.
mostly just there to observe and report and think it's your job. They wouldn't even give me a gun. They didn't give me a gun. Yeah, that's right.
On the ship, they wouldn't give you a gun. You
Mm-mm.
mean you're part of the
Nope,
Navy?
And no, engineering would never like we stood watches where you would go around, you patrol around the inside of the ship. You can
Yeah,
get
it's because
guns.
the only person you're going to shoot is yourself on the ship.
Probably.
Fucking hadn't seen light in a month.
That's how I reasoned. That's how I reasoned it. I was like, probably. I was like, you know how angry we've gotten at each other on that boat some points. I'm like, I don't know if I had a gun.
I'm going to throw you overboard.
I've watched like personally watched like 2 or 3 fights on the mess deck between guys like in my division.
You're like,
And I'd be like,
you're a fucking slop.
I'm just drinking my no. I think actually one time I was sitting there with my empty coffee mug because they didn't make coffee that day, and I was really pissed. I was sitting there just
You were just doing it like from hook. You were just sipping, imagining.
yeah, pretty much. Like I was sitting there with an empty coffee cup, just fucking heated. Like I was. I've honestly probably never been more angry in my life. Like that's one of the times I've been like so angry. It's like nobody made coffee that day, and I was like,
I'll
I was really
fucking
mad.
kill you. If
You're
I
like,
had a gun
"Wow,
right
yeah."
now,
If somebody had said something to me, just like sitting there, I probably would have just like smashed that thing in their face. Like I was fucking so angry, irrationally angry, just like I can't imagine how mad I was.
I can't imagine because I never really seen you mad.
Yeah, it's hard.
Angry Dan's
Well,
probably
after
a scary
that,
Dan.
it's like it's like you're standing like 12-hour, 8-hour watches for like 2 weeks, and you just want all you want is a shitty cup of coffee. Like, how hard is that?
Hard.
Like, how fucking hard is that? You guys work on the mess decks. Like, come on.
Make some goddamn coffee, or I'll fucking kill you.
It's just instant coffee. They just dump the instant coffee in the big fucking thing, and
Add some hot water, give it a shake.
that's it. Coffee crystals, even. It's not even it's not a French press. It's not a fucking espresso machine. Fucking coffee crystals. Just dump that shit in there. Dump the hot water in there.
Yeah, it's not
That's it.
hard.
No. And it was like it was like 5:30 or like 6 in the morning. I was like, this should already been done. So mad.
Bullshit.
Don't get between me and my coffee at fucking 5 in the morning. Oof.
Yeah, that's long story short. That's why he's in the Navy.
So mad. Ugh.
If you want a way to Dan's heart, make him a nice coffee.
Yeah.
Doesn't even
actually, yeah.
no. Doesn't even have to be a nice coffee.
Hey, it
I've
doesn't.
already
Yeah,
said
it doesn't. Yeah.
Has to be a coffee. That's it.
I've drank military like Navy coffee, like mess decks enlisted coffee. It's seriously like I could anything. You just bring me like a cup of like brown, slightly flavored juice coffee, like slightly flavored coffee water. Be like, thank you, appreciate it.
That's so nasty.
I Not a coffee slab. That's why I have people like, oh man, you gotta try this kind of coffee, like brewed this way. I'm like, dude, it's coffee.
There's some delicious
Mm.
coffees.
There
There
is, and
is.
yes, there is. There are good coffees and stuff like that.
But-
But I'm like, if it's 5 a.m. and like it's like, it's,
Yeah, I'm
I've
not going
been
out of
working
my
all
way
night,
to try and get a nice coffee.
I'd be like, if it's just a regular day, I'd be like, shit, no. If I'm like on vacation or something, maybe. But just regular everyday coffee.
Sometimes I treat myself. I'll buy like a expensive bag of beans, fresh
Sure.
grind, French press, delicious.
Hmm.
My problem is, I like the taste of coffee blacks.
Nothing wrong with that.
My
Really
Yep.
have more than maybe 2, or else you have a heart attack.
my thing is that I have a serious issue with the amount of like small coffee shops that are available in my area. Like in Thailand, there's coffee shops everywhere, like tiny little, like just one person selling coffee on the side, on the corner, like every street corner. There's somebody like brewing coffee, and will make you fresh coffee right out the thing. Like here where I live, it's like you got Dunkin' Donuts, Starbucks.
Hey, don't you
And
start talking shit about
McDonald's.
Dunkin'.
Dunkin'. I mean, Dunkin' has good coffee sometimes, but I want somebody who's just done it just there. Like I go to, like, my Dunkins aren't that great. Like the Dunkin' Donuts, like where I live, like that great. But like, I got Dunkin' Donuts, Starbucks, and McDonald's. Those are the 30. That's it.
And if you're listening to this, stories, the hell,
You cut out. What'd you say?
I said, fuck, call us if you're listening.
Yeah,
to
call
this.
us.
Call
If you're
us.
tired about listening to me on my diatribe about fucking coffee,
Maybe
call.
maybe we had a lot of dream callers tonight, and then hung up on one, and then that
As
just.
soon as you
Well,
come on
good.
one, you're like, yeah. Let this be a note to all y'all.
Cody in the
Listen,
chat was
the Dream Police doesn't fuck around.
Cody in the chat
okay?
didn't realize about the Dream Police. So Cody, you haven't listened to all the episodes because
Yeah,
they've been around for a
obviously-
while.
You know, I'm
Dream
gonna.
Police.
I think we're sending him a shirt. I'm gonna contact him and be like, return the shirt.
Return your
He
shirt
didn't-
and we'll send you a new shirt that says Dream
Yeah,
Police on it.
Dream Police.
Dream Police. All right, another caller.
Live in your head.
Hello.
Fuck you, I called.
Fuck you. You did. What's your name?
You did call.
Where are you calling from?
I am Damien from Colorado.
Damien from
Colorado.
Colorado.
From Colorado.
Hell yeah. What do you got for us tonight?
So I've got a UFO story or a ghost story. What do you want to hear?
Tell us the best.
The best, in your opinion, the best.
Fuck, that's
Flip a
hard.
coin.
Or the one you
Can't
All right,
know.
we'll start with the
Flip a coin.
UFO story
We-
because
yeah,
I haven't really told it to anybody.
perfect.
So, all right. Back in around, I think it was June of 2008-ish. I was just a young kid at the time, and I was at my next door neighbor's house jumping on her trampoline. It got to around 6:30, 7 at night. Started getting dark, and we were just kind of like laying on the trampoline, just like talking, hanging out, and I saw a light coming from kind of like the mountainous area. This was in Loveland, Colorado, by the way. And I saw like a light coming out, and I was like, oh, like a plane, helicopter, whatever. Didn't really pay much mind to it. Then watched it. I watched it start to kind of circle around us, and it took like fucking like 10 minutes. But it started circling in closer, and then eventually, a kind of V-shaped craft like stopped right above us, and it was just like completely silent, and we were like just frozen with fear. We didn't know what the fuck, because we're sitting there like looking at this thing like, what the hell is this? And it had probably been about 20 seconds it sat there, and then it just kind of took off and fucked off, and we both like looked at each other. We're like, did you see that? Like, what the fuck was that? And like, okay, well, nobody's gonna fucking believe us, so like, I haven't told it to really anybody, because that's like, it's like what do you respond with that? Like what?
Yeah, no doubt.
It was really weird. I feel like it might have been like some like weird military thing, like that we just don't know about. But like, why would they be flying over Loveland, Colorado, and like the middle of the city? Like, that's just fucking weird.
Okay, about how big? Like, did you get like a sense of size? About how big it was?
It was It was pretty big. It was probably probably like 50-ish feet long, maybe. And
No sound?
I don't know. It's,
No sound
it's
or
hard to
anything?
kind of remember. Say what?
No sound, no sounds or anything.
Not no, like not that I can remember. Like there was no definitive. Like it was hovering there, and it was like dead silent. There was no.
Were
I
there
didn't hear any
lights?
like.
Was it lighted?
Like
on each side?
yeah, it was
or
lighted.
lights?
So the lights went all around. Like they outlined the bottom of the craft, which was
Mm.
fucking
How many?
weird. But they were all white.
How many?
Your best estimate.
30, 40 lights maybe,
Holy shit.
just lining the bottom.
Fucking illuminated.
Was it
Yeah, it was-
cloudy
it
that
was
day? Was
bright
it
as
cloudy that
fuck.
day, or
Say what?
was it cloudy that day? What was it? What was the?
No,
Yeah,
it was totally clear night.
Hmm.
Like when we watched it fly off, and it went straight towards the mountains and kind of like up a little bit, and we watched it fly out for I don't know about a minute or so, and then it disappeared.
How did it move? Was like you say it flew? Was it like banking,
It
turning,
like
or it just
it took
moving?
off like kind of like now, like it slowed up to us, but then when it got going, it started to kind of move, and then it just fucking went.
It had a little giddy up. Did it
Yeah, it
rotate
had
at all?
some
Like,
video. Yeah.
was it was it rotating at the same time, or were all those lights stationary as it moved?
They were all stationary, which makes me feel like it was more like a human craft because nothing was rotating, nothing was spinning or anything like that. It was just a V shaped, like imagine like a V, but the point was the front of the craft,
You okay?
and it flew forward like a plane would, but just like took off and was completely silent and took off like fucking that. It was weird.
Damn, that's cool.
Yeah, I don't know what to think of it, and I don't know. I'm sure Dan's got some sort of explanation for it because I don't know if it was like a military craft or what. It was fucking weird.
Yeah, I was just not an explanation. I just got like more questions. Like it's pretty much
Yeah.
it. Just a bunch more questions about like so it's about 6 level in Colorado. About you said it wasn't moving all that time, no sound. So then
Yeah.
it's got so it just moved over the mountains, like it just went and got like you guys watched it go. All
Well,
the way?
it kind of like it flew in the direction of the mountains, but it started kind of going up a little bit. I don't know. It didn't go like straight up, but it kind of just started like angling up. But it was just flying west. Like,
It was
towards the mountains.
like behind the lights, like so it's just black, like it wasn't. Is it? It was
Yeah,
night,
no,
right?
it
You
was
said it
like-
was about 6 or 7. Like it was like it was all night, or like the sun was going down, or
It was fairly dark. Like the sun wasn't completely down yet. There was still like a little inch of like sunset on the horizon.
sure.
But it was still fairly dark. Like for where we were, like the only light we really saw was if you looked towards the mountains where the sun was setting.
And it just moved over this like where you were located, like the whole. Like you said, it's a Loveland, Colorado. I'm not super familiar. I'm not familiar at all with Loveland, Colorado. So it's like it's a
Yeah.
small town population. Like what's the
Yeah,
population size?
it's
small
not
town,
a small
small
town, but
city.
it's probably got
Big town.
50, 60,000 people. It's a city for sure. It's not a small town. It's
Did
a
you ask
decent-sized
anybody about the
city.
next day, like neighbors or anything? You talked to them?
I asked one of my friends that lived just like a couple streets down. He didn't see anything or say anything about it. He wasn't outside around that time, so.
Sure.
And then yeah, I don't know. Nobody that I knew that I could talk to about it I don't think would have seen it or anything, and I didn't want to be the fucking crazy kid that.
Right.
He's
It's just you and your
UFO.
friend. Like you
So-
and your friend saw it pretty much, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I remember her first name, but I am a piece of shit and can't remember her last name. We were kids at the time, and I didn't really get last
You
names,
don't
but,
remember the last name of a person that you hung out on their trampoline with? That's a fucked up.
Come on.
Criminal.
Yeah, that is a
They
problem.
let you come and play on their trampoline and you don't remember their last name?
Well-
Come on, dude.
Okay, so we didn't go to school together. She was in middle school around the time that I was in like 5th grade. Like she was like 7th grader ish. So
They let you play on their trampoline.
Hmm.
No, I get you. Yeah, that's interesting. That's the triangular craft is something that people have cited. You know, it's common
sighted
and,
one. Yeah.
and UFO sightings, like that's one of the big ones. So
right.
Like from what you're describing, like if it's 30 well lit, like 30 or 40, like individual lights, like they were just individual.
Yeah, individual lights. Yeah, I remember
Were
that.
they all
specifically
were they
because
all
it
the
freaked the fuck out of me.
same intensity? Were they all the same?
Yeah.
Like
Yeah,
okay,
they're
so-
all like a decent like LED.
Okay.
Hmm.
Interesting. I don't have any good explanation off the top of my head. Something like
Yeah,
that.
no,
Like you
nothing.
said, it just stopped, hovered, and then took off. Nothing. Suppose you wouldn't remember.
Yeah.
But nothing. Local newspapers.
Nothing
or
crazy.
anything.
Almost like, I don't remember any lost time. There was no lost time, so I don't think we got up that.
Well, I'd say just like
unfortunately.
just in general, like in the community, like nobody else, like no local newspaper.
No, nobody
general
else saw
buzz
anything
at school or something like that.
that I know of. I didn't really see anything in the newspaper around that time, so I don't know.
Sure.
Hmm.
Interesting.
Well, alien craft.
Bonafide
Sounds
UFO.
UFO
Right
to
there.
me.
Hell,
Sounds
hell
like
yeah.
UFO to me.
Right on.
Awesome, man.
Well, thanks for having me on, guys.
All right. Thanks for the
Hey,
call.
cheers. Thanks for sharing that UFO.
Absolutely.
Peace.
Have a good night, guys.
Yeah, those old triangle UFO.
Usually the ones you see, like they have the lights at the vertexes, like each of the intersections, and then like having them having them equally spaced around the outside of the craft is unusual.
Different for sure. All right, let's take
Different,
one more
so-
call for this episode of Cosmic
Yeah, why
Channels.
not? Let's do it.
Hello, Cosmic Channels.
Hey, it's Peyton,
Peyton
Come
from
on, Peyton.
Phoenix.
Phoenix, from the
Peyton from
desert.
Phoenix.
What do you got for us tonight?
So, I work at a Denny's out here.
The fuck is up, Denny's?
Absolutely. I'm the one, that meme, I love it.
The best.
But, so I started working at this Denny's and, I noticed on Thanksgiving, there was this like weird flickering light outside when I was smoking a cigarette, but it was like way off in the distance, and like it's a high like airplane traffic area, so there's tons of airplanes and shit, but definitely looked different. And pointed out to one of my cooks, and he's like, yeah, that's there almost every holiday. You can expect it again on Christmas. And sure as shit, it was there on Christmas, and then I pointed it out, and 30 seconds later, fucking disappeared.
Gone.
But and every holiday since, like, he's not wrong. It's there every holiday, and it's this weird flickering light that just kind of looks. I don't know.
Every holiday?
Yeah, and then I guess some days in between, because I've seen it on days that aren't holidays, but it's always there on holidays. But it's like, it almost looks like a flare, but it just kind of hangs out there.
Weird. You buy any military bases or military, like, where they would do training?
No.
I'd say the first thing I would do is I'd download the Skyview app. It's a free app, and it's like a little mini planetarium, and you can line up. It uses AR, augmented reality, and you can line up your phone with what you're looking at. Like you can line up like your view of the sky, your personal view of the sky.
Yeah, because
and
at least then
can see stuff.
you can narrow it to be like it's there's no chance it's nothing, because then you
But
know.
So it would be
It
something
almost
that would not.
always disappears after it gets noticed.
That's weird.
Well, sometimes that does happen with like stars and planets and things like that. Like it can happen. Like you look at it long enough and it kind of blends into the background, or like it can like.
Oh, no,
it
it's
just
like
changes. It
way
changes its
sticks
angle
itself out.
just a little bit, and then it will disappear. But I would say I would check with that app. Like it might not like if it's not on that app or something. Like you can rule that out. But for me, that would be something.
What's
I
it
would
called
do
again?
First, Skyview.
Oh, bet.
I think it's super neat. Like you can track you can see all the constellations and stuff. Especially I think it's really cool for like areas that have like a lot of light pollution. Like if you're like you said, it's a high air traffic area and you got a lot of street lights and stuff around. You can't see a lot of the sky, and there's a lot of stuff that will, it could be like not just light pollution, but like regular pollution can occlude the sky or change like it. Sometimes even stars can be occluded or completely almost seem to disappear because like a change in the air density, like where you're looking at it, and like the air will change. Like a lot of people don't realize that air is almost like a liquid, and it can actually like just change just a little bit, and so the light will be bent and it won't look exactly like where you're looking at.
Yeah.
But that was the first thing I would do is check that. It would be kind of neat.
Yeah, especially if you know it, if it kind of has a pattern of when it's there, and you kind of know, then you can be like, okay, well now I'm going to take steps to count some things out. Like, all right, it's not this, perfect. Like, and then you can start narrowing it to like, is this
I
a
can
bona
check
fide
out
UFO we're
helicopters
seeing?
and airplanes 100%.
Yeah, it's not an airplane. It's not a star. It's not a planet. It's not a something. It could be a satellite. Or
I can't
satellite.
confirm anything else, but I'm definitely gonna put some videos of it in the group.
Perfect.
Do it.
And
Do it up. We'll
yeah.
we will review.
Because it's definitely bright.
Yeah, if you
Like,
can
in
give
the
us
first
like a
I noticed
time, direction, stuff
I
like
genuinely
that.
thought it was like a star burning out.
But it's there every holiday. I mean, it could be. The stars burn out for over millions of years. Like the light's only reaching us now. If it's truly a,
it's just spooky.
It's like people
sometimes
would
it's
probably
there and
catch like a
sometimes it's not.
supernova. It's like a supernova just happens. It's just like it took millions of years for that light to get here.
Yeah, absolutely.
Damn.
Interesting.
Cool. All right, man. We
Hey.
appreciate it.
Appreciate the chat, fellas.
And let Denny's know we want to know what the fuck's up.
What the fuck is up?
Oh, Denny's always knows what the fuck is up.
It's true.
Awesome. All right.
All
Take
right,
care.
later, fellas.
I
Peace.
could go for a grand slam right now. That'd be
Goddamn. Denny's Grand Slam.
It's pancakes.
All right. It was a little slower Cosmic Channels than normal.
Got rolling.
That's
But it got rolling. We had some stuff. We had some fun. You know the drill. Second and fourth Sunday of the month.
Well, second and last. So
No.
it's going to be a 2-week break to the 29th because
No, it's the second
January actually had 5.
It's the second and fourth Sunday. You say it every week.
Yeah, but so then, okay. I thought we said second and last.
Never.
So I got 4.
Okay. So next one is January 22nd.
Look at your calendars.
Yes.
Count them out. We do post on socials. You know what I'm going to start doing? I'm going to make an audio announcement over all episodes of when the next
That's a
one's
good-
being recorded.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
Then you have no excuse. I'll tell you the exact
No
date
excuse,
and time.
Yeah.
All right. Until next time. We are what do we say at the start? We are the Cosmic Channelers. Together we make up the Cosmic Channelers.
Yeah.
All right.
Now we'll go back to our regular forms.
We will revert. Alrighty. That's it for us. Peace, everybody.
Peace.